Okay, Intro to GarageBand. Command space or go to your launch pad, type in GarageBand, click enter. When you do so, you're going to see it bounce in your dock. Please do not take that icon and drag it to your desktop. You're actually moving the entire program and you're going to run into issues. Keep that in your dock. We're going to start a brand new empty project. Tell it to choose. Once you get it open, there are 3 different options here. We're going to go with the easiest with the software instrument. Tell it to create. When you do that, you're going to get a little window here that has some musical typing. You can click the keys or you can actually do the letters on your keyboard. We're not going to actually play with that, so I'm going to get rid of that. When you have it open, you've got your quick help here that will actually explain what each of the things do. So to play, to stop, rewind, fast forward, that will label everything that you really need to see in case you wonder what something is. I'm going to turn that off right now because it's starting to annoy me. You've got a library full of different sounds you have access to, but we're not going to deal with that today, so turn it off. We're going to strictly be working with loops. This is your document area where you'll put your tracks of your music, and these different tracks, think about these like layers on top of each other that you're going to layer. So I'm going to click. What we'll mostly be using is this loop browser. When you click on yours is going to say indexing. It's going to take it about 3 to 5 minutes for it to load up all the sounds that you have access to. To start off, I'm going to say go to genre. Your first task is to create a 2-minute sound file. Sound file as if it were, let's go 30 seconds. 30-second sound file, that a sound that describes who you are as a person or what you like. Maybe I like electronic. I'm going to click on electronic, and it's only going to show me all my sounds that have to do with electronic. If I click on my instrument, I like to start off with drums, and when I click the button, it gives me preview. Let's turn down that audio a little bit. I like that beat. I'm going to click that off. I'm going to click. It's not going to allow me to drag it to my suitcase, but if I go down one, notice it'll allow me to drag it here, and now right here I have a, I'm going to actually delete that track. I now have this bottom beat. And if I click my space bar or play, that's going to be my first set 2 measures. If I look at my soundtracks up here, by the way, let's go ahead and do a file and save as. I'm going to ask that you save this. If you click this little icon here, it'll show you everywhere you have access to. Don't put it in your music folder. Go to your desktop, go to your animation folder, and I want you to call this a ringtone because you're making a ringtone. I want this in your sound folder. Call it your last name, first name. Space, and then save. Okay, because we never know when our computer's going to crash on us. Up here, it just tells you what key signature, how many beats a measure, what key you're in. I also want you to be aware of how much time you are going. So I only need something about 30 seconds, not 30 of these, because this is actually 5 seconds per measure. After that one, I'm going to put in this downbeat too. Just click and drag. Now, if I click my little cursor at the beginning, it mixed up the beat. Then I'm going to tell this one to extend. If you'll notice when I put my mouse on the edge, it at the top where it has that repeat, I can tell that to repeat as many times as I want to. Now that I've laid down a drum beat, I'm going to click on this drums again, and now I'd like to lay down a bass beat. Now, I only have access to one bass beat in the electronic section, so I'm going to click electronic and maybe put in, this is actually kind of like tech house. I kind of like that. You're going to spend most of today just going through all the different sounds. Actually, I like that. I'm going to tell that to start to play after the first part plays. Actually, I don't like that. If I don't like something, I can click on it, click on my delete key. Now it's gone. Was it the floor bass? Click that, drag it over. I might want to extend it. No, dun dun dun. Actually, I want that to go first. And then I want the other one to come in. And actually, I want to come at right there, and then this goes over here. Oops. Okay. Now that I've got my bass line down, I can click on instrument, click the bass again. It shows me all the sounds I have access to. I might want to go with a synth bass. Actually, I don't want to do bass. Click instrument, oops. Click that synth bass, tech house. You are not committed to any specific genre. If you want to mix some stuff in here, I might want to add a little indie. Oh, I don't know. I'm being non-committal. I just need to get this video done so y'all can start doing some work. Let's go with a hip hop. The next instrument, I want a guitar. I'm put guitars. That's going to include, oh, that's not very much, is it? I don't like that modern guitar. Click that again. Maybe I want something more hip hoppy. I'm going to put full measures. It's going to start right when that starts. Da, 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 da. Muted. Let's see what we got here. Today, I want you to go through, listen to what sounds you have access to. Jeez, I don't even have to limit on instruments. Some cool sound effects. Let's add Christy in there too while we're at it right there. Let's see how. Click. Anywho, play around today. We will continue more of this tomorrow when I return.